Hello everyone, this is Deathproof, and in today's video we're gonna showcase ABX in Marvel Future Fight. As I'm saying, ABX, it's Alliance Battle Extreme, the game mode. As you can see here, you can choose it down here. It's the Alliance Battle, and every time you're clearing the normal mode, you could play Extreme mode. The Extreme mode, it's kind of more difficult because there is some debuffs the beast are taking when he's screaming. He's screaming in specific times, and the times like 207, 1.17, and 0.37. That's the timers all the times. And as you can see from the debuff the beast got down in the left down corner, it's the paralyzed debuff. That means that you have to use a character that got paralyzed in his kit, like Knull here. He got like a paralyze in his skills. In like the 6th skill, you can see paralysis 3 seconds, and in his 2nd skill for sure, paralyze 1 second. So the text is saying paralyze or paralysis. Both of them doing the same thing, it's freezing the target. And the beast needs to get freezed or it's getting a buff. In this season that we're showcasing this week, it's it's the dodge. When he's doing the first scream, he's getting a buff that have like 30% dodge. All the week, it's like repetitive, and every month you are getting a special debuff in the top right corner. As you see here, it's the paralyze. In the next season, it's the silence, and the next season, it's the burn. So your characters has to do paralyze, silence, or burn effect. If you don't do that, the beast getting a buff. In this season, he's getting a dodge insert. He's screaming, and in the first scream, in the 2.07, he's getting 30% of his dodge insert. So you could bypass it by using a leadership of dodge, of ignoring dodge. But we're gonna speak about it when we are going to say how we can choose the teams. So the first round starts with blast type and super villain. It's the same as it's the same every week. So for day one, the best characters I use, and it's generally speaking the best at the moment. In extreme mode, it's like let's go and showcase them. For damage dealer, you're using as a blast type and a villain. The best at the moment in the game, it's Moonstone, so you want Moonstone, and the best support for Moonstone, it's for, of course, Green Goblin, with the armor of Iron Man for Dark Avengers. And where is Green Goblin? Let's go, Green Goblin, where are you, guy? He's not a support. Is this real? No, I'm just blind, guys. Sorry for waiting for it. No, perhaps he's the leadership. Yes, this is the leadership that you have to use. And the next one, the tune you could use, it's like, where is the guy? I usually using someone with the CTP of Insight, and in this case Mystique got the CTP of Insight, so that's why I'm using her. There is better leaderships, there is better supports that you could use, like Valkyr, because Valkyr got also ignored dodge. But in this case, the best team for me, and generally speaking, the best blast villain at the moment, it's Moonstone. So this week, even if Moonstone can real, even if no one can real do the paralyze except the leadership guy here, which is the on his 5th skill, and it's kind of tricky. Let's see with the first team here for the first day how we can make the roar canceling works. And in this day you need to use Moonstone as a main DPS, and I'm ranking the end of the street here, so I'm letting the third skill play it until the end, and after that I'm jumping away so uh, I can save my proc and not be enabled by the fire in the ending of my sixth skill. It's because Bullseye throwing some arrows that have fire on them, so you want to avoid beast staying in the same position at you start doing the awakening skill. That's why I lure him in the end of the street there. Yes, here I didn't do it proper and the proc activated, so I kind of lost a lot of damage here because the proc didn't work well. And here is the fifth skill of our Grigoblin here. You want to start casting the skill from the start, because at the end he's doing the paralyze effect. You can see here the beast is paralyzed, so he didn't do this scream for getting the debuff. After that you want to swap again to the Moonstone and continues the DPS with here. And I'm using this day because it's the no restriction day, so you can showcase more characters for you. And I did the same mistake, so you saw there 2.70 and 2.07, and the timer was, and I swapped into Grigoblin and I did the cancel. If I wasn't had done the cancel, the beast gonna take a buff there. As you can see here, he got like 2 buffs. And let's see, here is the timer is coming to 1.17, which is the... Yes, he's jumping in the middle. He's doing again the scream. If I let the beast do the scream for this season and for this month, he's getting this debuff. He's getting 70% dodge for like forever. So you have, if you don't manage to do the canceling and it's not really working for you, it's better for you bringing a leadership and some strikers that it's ignoring the defense, so you don't have to swap characters or you don't have to do nothing special with specific skills in the right timing. It's kind of difficult, but you can get used do it every day. So that was the best thing for the first round. For the second round, it's the no restrictions day, but you have no real something special. You have to choose between all the characters you got. So if you got Knull and he's very good and he got paralyzed, you could use him. It's not something special. But for Universal Superhero Day, you can use like superheroes with being universal. So let's see here, leadership for this day. It's one of the best characters is Odin, and the second best it's like let's go for damage dealers here, and I'm most of the times using Ghost Rider, but Odin and Thor could do the work also, because Thor got paralyzed and he can do it. But of course, every tune you need to have CTP of Rage, guys. CTP of Rage is the best against the... It's the best against GB. The best against ABX. I mean, sorry for misspelling. I am kind of thirsty. Need some water. And let's go for the supports here. If you use Ghost Rider, the best supports you could use it's this one, Ghost Panther, and of course the girl. Where is she? Where is she? Let's see. Find her. And she's not here, so I guess she's leadership. So let's go to the leadership and let's see another way that you could take advantage of the ignored dots that some characters got in their kit. And that's the leadership I was looking for. It's the Hellfire Fury from Satana. So with this character, most of the times I'm not doing the cancelling. I'm just doing over DPS and I'm taking advantage of this skill. he's got in his 6th skill, in a tier 3 skill, he got 100% ignored dodge for 7 seconds. So you're skipping your skills and canceling fast, so you can have fast the 6th skill in the end, and you can do more ignore dodge and do more specific skills. So let's go to see this thing, how it's working, and we're gonna try to do the 6th skill, and after the 6th skill we're gonna do all the skills. And let's check the buff, in the first buff he's getting, to see with this. I'm doing a really weird rotation most of the times. I'm not doing something specific. I'm trying to spam his skills and do most of out of it. And here is that we're starting ignoring the dodge of the beast. In the start he got no dodge, but after the first debuff he's getting like 30%, if I'm sure. I'm not that sure, but I think it's like 30%. We could check it after, guys. And in the 4th skill, you'll see I'm letting it until the guy drop the bike there. You can see I'm dropping the bike, and after that you could cancel the 4th skill. The 2nd skill, you can spam it a lot and it's easy to cancel, you don't need to wait. But in the 5th skill, as you saw, you have to wait for him to jump in the sky. And let's see how much buff he's getting. He's getting like 50%, so it's not 30, it's 50. And you can see here I'm not doing any dodge because I use my 6th skill. So some characters got ignore dodge on his skills and not as a passive, so you could take advantage of them also in that kind of weeks, the week of the Paralyze season. Of course, I could use Odin and try to swap to do the right skill in the right moment, but I think this mindless DPS with Ghost Rider most of the times working better. And I'm not gonna stay a lot to the stages, I just want to show you that it's working. I did like 4 million in the half of the stage, so you can imagine that with a lot of effort, with a bit more effort, I could do even better. Let's go to the 4th day here. Combat superhero. Most of the times I'm using, for Paralyze season, I'm using Moonknight. He's the best tune for me, and I'm using the leadership of Sea-Hulk. Sea-Hulk got like a CTP of Insight in her kit, and with these 3 guys I'm swapping. I'm jumping around the awakening skills, and Moonknight got his Paralyze in 2 skill, so you can take advantage of the 2nd skill or the 6th skill, the awakening back there. So you have to decide at this moment when the beast is doing the roar, because most of the times it's not, the skills are cooldown or you have to think about it. And that's the character that I'm using CTP of energy, this guy and Cable. I'm taking advantage of the ignore dodge from the CTP of energy, and from this passive here 30%. So most of the times I used to have like 60%. So the first 2 debuffs, even if I don't do the Paralyze, it's pretty much the same. And I'm having a CTP of Rage to Valkyrie also, so that's why that thing works best for me, and that's what I'm saying to everyone to go and try. And I'm starting with Moonknight, and I'm going to the middle. I'm cancelling 3 into 4 into 5th skill, and after I'm doing the 6th skill until I'm swing the shurikens, and again I'm cancelling 5th skill into the 4th skill. And that's pretty much the rotation for Moonknight. I'm doing 1 more hit here, and after that I'm swapping into the Valkyrie. With Valkyrie I'm doing the 3rd skill after the 5th skill, and when the CTP of Rage is getting procced, I'm trying to do the Awakening skill. When the Awakening skill is up, I'm doing like 1 more 5th skill and again a 4th skill, and I'm swapping again into Moonknight to take advantage of the Awakening which is up at the moment. So again, I'm waiting the Hurricanes and I'm canceling the 5th skill into the 4th skill. Most of the times my proc is a bit late, but I want this to happen because as you can see, his rotation is pretty tricky, so I want to be in front of the rotation most of the times. I don't want to lose a proc into a 5th skill, so I'm doing it faster than the proper to take advantage of the skills faster and faster. And as you can see here, it's a pretty good tag team, and I'm in the middle of the fight and I have like 3.5 millions already, so it's more it's more close to 7 million here. And here, because I'm seeing the timer going close to the time I want to do the canceling, I'm trying to keep the Moonknight because he's doing easier paralyze effect here. So here it's the 2nd skill, and I'm gonna drop a awakening here just to take advantage of the timers. And when he's jumped down, I'm gonna do the 4th skill again. And you understand what I'm doing here. I am swapping between the characters because the awakening skill, it's refreshing, so you want to take advantage as more as awakened skills you could. And you see with Moonknight, the canceling in Paralyzed season, it's pretty easy. No, I don't want to try again because it's the same team. I want to swap again. Sorry guys, but the video went too long, so I decided to cut it into 2 pieces. So we're gonna we're gonna end it now as a part 1, and we're gonna make a part 2 to continue to see the next best characters for ABX, the next half characters. And I'm gonna pop up some loot boxes as an ending, just to don't cut the video so fast and in the middle of me talking. So look, if you are looking forward for the second part, subscribe to the channel, drop a like to the video, and comment if you want to see something different from the content I am putting out. Thank you again. Bye bye to everyone.